Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome, dear devotees, for our morning Srimad Bhagavatam session. We are reading Canto 2, chapter number 1. The title of the chapter is The First Step in God Realization. And we are starting our today's discussion from text number 22. Before we begin, couple of minutes recap. What did we discuss yesterday? Is it
Hare Krishna.
relatable? Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhuji, then Prabhuji, the theme that is going on is after declaring that Harinam Anukirtanam, like hearing about the Lord is the most important activity. Then Sukadeva Goswami is telling about Ashtanga Yoga. He's saying go to a secluded place and sit down and start meditating on the Lord after. And then you were telling the differences between Ashtanga Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. You were saying that at the point Ashtanga Yoga stops, Bhakti Yoga starts. So Bhakti Yoga is the simpler process. It's more practical for this age. Ashtanga Yoga is very hard to do. So yes, it is mentioned for the sake of completeness of the literature, but we should concentrate more on Bhakti Yoga, as will be told later.
Also,
Thank you.
Ashtanga Yoga is,
Yes.
sorry, Prabhu. Also, Ashtanga Yoga is like, we are taking charge of that rather than Krishna is taking charge of us. But Bhakti Yoga is we are giving charge from the very beginning to Krishna. So in that case, we are dependent on Krishna from the very beginning. Now, another thing, Prabhu, we discussed about cleanliness, external cleanliness, internal cleanliness. Then we discussed about idol worship as well in the second shloka.
Deity worship.
Deity worshipping, yes. Like deity worshipping is important. And what is the difference between, sometimes we see people call it as a murti puja galat hai. So idol worshipping. So, like that's the thing we touched on. Rest is Prabhu, you discussed about the personal form of Krishna. People don't believe in personal form, then they go for Ashtanga Yoga, of course. And the people who believe in personal form, they will come to Bhakti Yoga.
Excellent summary. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very good.
Thank you.
Do we believe that Ashtanga Yoga is a bit harder compared to Bhakti Yoga? All of us accept this. Ashtanga Yoga starts, leave home. First step, पहला ही, leave home, go to the secluded place. कितने लोग कर सकते हैं इसमें से? Leave home, go to the secluded place without any disturbance, control the mind. So that's why these all things are mentioned here. It's making it easier for us. How many of you can unmute and say, believe that internal cleanliness and external cleanliness is essential? Controlling the mind, whatever it's said here is essential. Do you all agree? Is it like me speaking or Bhagavatam saying, or we can all relate in our life that yes, cleanliness, internal mind control, otherwise mind will take a wild ride? Who would like to say?
Prabhuji, like we have seen that, I think this is the history of India only. Like there are Brahmins, there are all these kind of people, but internally they are not clean, so nothing is actually happening. So internal cleanliness, of course, is utmost important because otherwise all the process is external only. You can do deity worship, you can do chanting, whatever you want to do, you can do, but it's not going to have any effect. Mind is not clean; it is thinking of other things. So, and we see in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna wants mind only. He says, Manaha Sandhariyet. He says, Man Mana Bhav Mad Bhakto. Always Lord is asking for mind. He says, engage your mind in me. So that's why.
Thank you so much, Anirudh Prabhu. All right. So no one is objecting for all the messages, whatever is given in Bhagavatam. So we can continue further. Anirudh Prabhu, you can only start 22.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Rajo vacha yatha sandharayate brahman dharanayatra sammata yadrishi vahare dashu purushasya manomalam.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The fortunate king Parikshit, inquiring further, said, O Brahmana, please describe it in full detail how and where the mind has to be applied and how the conception can be fixed so that the dirty things in a person's mind can be removed. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So here Rajo Vacha means Parikshit Maharaj is speaking. He is inquiring further. The discussion happening between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Here we see how Sukadeva Goswami mentioned about Ashtanga Yoga process, the 8 limbs of the yogic process. And continuing the discussion, the previous verse he ended where Dharana stage, where controlling the mind, then Dhyana and Samadhi. Dhyana stage, focusing or meditating on the limbs of the Lord, and then Samadhi stage means complete absorption of the Lord. This particular section of the whole chapter and the next chapter as well is more about Tattva. As I mentioned before, Bhagavatam contains 2 things, Tattva and Lila. In the first aspects, more like a katha or Leela or pastime of the Lord. The Lord is entering, leaving Hastinapur, entering Dwarka, Parikshit Maharaj is sitting on the bank of the river. It's more like a Leela or the pastime of what is happening. But this particular section we see in the first chapter as well as few chapters, it's about Tattva. Many people like Leela. कथा सुनने को सबको अच्छा लगता है. Leela, भगवान के past times people love. But when it comes to this tattva or more philosophical about the creation, about the God realization, or in this particular situation is Ashtanga Yoga, little bit less interested, at least for I can tell about myself. जब मैं क्लास में बैठता हूँ, मैं भागवत कथा सुनता हूँ, तो लीला होती है, कथा होती है, अच्छा लगता है मुझे. और ये सब आता है तो मुझे it's taking little bit harder to understand. At least for me, I can tell about that. So that's why I try my best. आप लोग 35-40 minutes every morning देते हो, तो I try to balance learning points as well as what is happening, as well as make sure no important points mentioned by Srila Prabhupada is missed in our discussion. So previously what happened, Sukadeva Goswami said that dharana stage in text number 18, he said one should fix the mind and then meditate on the Lord. जो बताया था सुखदेव गोस्वामी ने to Parikshit Maharaj, that one should fix the mind and meditate on the Lord. So Parikshit Maharaj is here asking, "O Brahmana, O Sukadeva Goswami, please describe in detail how and where the mind has to be applied." देखो जो बताया माइंड कंट्रोल करने का, तो वो पूछ रहे हैं how and where the mind has to be applied. Because before he said Sukadeva Goswami. So now Parikshit Maharaj is asking. And then what is he saying? Purushasya manomalam. The last line of the translation, if you read, Purushasya manomalam. Purushasya, a person. Mano means mind. Malam means the dirty things. How can Sukadeva Goswami, oh Brahmana, you say to control the mind, but the mind is full of dirty things. How can one control the mind? You are able to get the conversation. You can visualize that बैठे हैं बैंक ऑफ द रिवर Ganges, सुखदेव गोस्वामी, Parikshit Maharaj, they are discussing. सुखदेव गोस्वामी ने कुछ बोला था. Now Parikshit Maharaj is responding, oh Sukadeva Goswami, you have told to control the mind, but the mind is full of dirty things. How can that be removed? Parikshit Maharaj is asking to Sukadeva Goswami. Srila Prabhupada writes in the first line of the purport, the root cause of all troubles is this. What? The dirty things in the mind. Because, and how the dirty things in the mind comes, it's because of ignorance. So because of this ignorance, the mind have these wild thoughts, dirty things in the mind, and because of that, all the troubles of the soul or a person in life, that is the cause of all the troubles. And here Parikshit Maharaj is asking how that trouble or how that dirty things can be removed. So going further our discussion, if you remember just this question, that how and where this mind can be applied. The Parikshit Maharaj's question, how or where this mind can be applied and how the dirty things can be removed. Uska answer till the end of the chapter 39th verse tab tak aayega. But as of now, just remember this, the question by Parikshit Maharaj, where the mind has to be applied. Very important thing Prabhupada mentions in the purport, and that is the learning point for all of us, is Parikshit Maharaj is asking the question here for others' benefit. दूसरों के लिए पूछ रहे हैं. And here Ashtanga Yoga hoga, Virat rupa aayega. For people who, we saw the people who can't meditate on the personal form of the Lord, as a Supreme Lord is a person, they can meditate on Paramatma, or Lord is in the heart, भगवान सबके हृदय में है, परमात्मा को meditate कर सकता है. Even if a person can't meditate on Paramatma, then because he can't think of anything which he can't see. There are some people like that. मुझे दिखते नहीं है, भगवान भी नहीं दिखते, हृदय में भी नहीं दिखते, तो क्या करें? For them it is recommended to meditate on a Virat roop. At least mind can see and meditate on Virat roop. Virat roop means the hair on the body are the trees, the veins in the body are the rivers, the bones are the mountains. तो जो दिखता है ना, माउंटेन दिखता है तो अरे ये रिवर दिखता है, ये भगवान की वेन्स होगी. ट्री दिखता है तो ये भगवान के हेयर होंगे. सर पे बाल दिखते हैं, दैट इज द क्लाउड. ऐसा you can meditate. It is being recommended by attached yogis or the neophytes, at least something. So this discussion is happening. Prabhupada writes in the purport that this discussion is happening. Parikshit Maharaj is asking to Sukadeva Goswami for others' benefit. He was already connected with Krishna, the person form of Krishna. And he had full knowledge, he was able to meditate. लेकिन दूसरों के लिए, for the benefit of others, he is asking the question. So that is the very important learning point I have highlighted from this particular verse, that thinking of others' benefit. Parikshit Maharaj, इधर if you visualize, वो fast till death. 7 दिन बाकी है, अभी पता चला है 7 दिन बाकी है, बैंक ऑफ द रिवर गैंजेस में बैठे. लोग क्या करेंगे ऐसी सिचुएशन में? खुद का सोचते हैं, मैं कैसे परफेक्शन पाऊं, हाउ कैन आई अचीव अल्टीमेट सक्सेस. सेल्फ सेंटर्डनेस आ जाता है जब पता चलता है थोड़ा ही समय बाकी. What about last 7 days? Whole life people are self-centered generally. But here, if you visualize the scene, जहाँ पे बैठे हैं fasting till date, and he at that moment also, when Sukadeva Goswami is there, all the sages are there, he is thinking of others. Remember the question he asked, the first question when Sukadeva Goswami appeared, he said, what is the ultimate duty of everyone in all circumstances? सबके लिए पूछ रहे हैं. And this theme of thinking about welfare of others, benefit of others, it goes on throughout the Bhagavatam we see. Beginning from the first canto, first chapter, the sages of Naimisharanya, first canto, first chapter, 9th verse, the sages are asking, what is the ultimate good for all people in general? सबके लिए क्या अच्छा है? They are thinking for the benefit of others. Even 4th chapter, Vyasdev, what did he do? He divided the Vedas for the benefit of the people of Kali Yuga, for the welfare of everyone. Going to Bhagavatam pages, Parikshit Maharaj, Vyasdev, sages of Naimisharanya, coming to Srila Prabhupada as well. At the age of 70, leaving Vrindavan, going to America for the welfare of the others, for the benefit of the whole world, he is going. Disciples, Prabhupada's disciples, our Vaishnava acharyas, devotees, maharajas, 70, 80-year-old with health situations, they still travel all around the world. It is said, many of the Prabhupada disciples, if you just look at their flight travel, उनका डायरी देखेंगे ना, Monday Brisbane में, Wednesday Sydney में, Friday Gold Coast में, next week they are in New Zealand, the week after in Fiji, then Thailand, then India, then Madagascar, घूमते रहते हैं every 3 days. If you look at that travel itinerary, you will get jet lagged. आपको जेट लैग हो जाएगा जस्ट ट्रैवल आइटिनरी देख के ही. इतना ट्रैवल करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं? For the benefit of others. And this is the mood we have to develop. Our Vaishnava Acharya, Prabhupada, Maharaj, the sages of Naimisharanya, Parikshit Maharaj, the devotional quality of thinking about benefit of others. When can we do that? वो हम कब कर सकते हैं? When we realize that people really need help. Everyone needs help. And to help others, we have to बी स्ट्रॉन्ग फर्स्ट. जैसे सोल्जर फाइटिंग में जाता है, देश को जरूरत है, मुझे फाइटिंग करने का जरूरत है, लेकिन पहले खुद तो स्ट्रॉन्ग बनना पड़ेगा, पहले खुद ही वेपन कैसे चलाना सीखना पड़ेगा, देन दे कैन गो आउट एंड फाइट. बट बिफोर दैट ट्रेनिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड. सो इन द सेम वे, when we realize that everyone in the world needs help, everyone has some struggles, and to help others, we have to help ourselves first. We have to get knowledge, we have to become strong, we in our sadhana, in our scriptural study, and then we can go out and help others. To help others, it doesn't mean that हमें पूरा भागवतम अच्छे से समझ के फिर कथा देना है. 100-200 लोग बैठे हैं, पंडाल प्रोग्राम कर रहा है, मैं व्यासासन पे बैठा हूं और मैं भागवतम क्लास दे रहा हूं. दैट इज हेल्पिंग अदर्स, और दैट इज थिंकिंग ऑफ बेनिफिट ऑफ अदर्स. पूरा भगवत गीता पढ़ लिया है, अच्छे से समझ लिया है, एंड नाउ आई हैव टू गिव लेक्चर्स. That is not help. Sometimes a simple talk, even one line, just one line can change someone's life and it can help others. हमें पता है श्रीला प्रभुपाद की लाइफ में ये most of us have read लीलामृता. His friend, he said एक साधु है इधर, I recommend you go and meet him. And Prabhupada का response था, oh, I have seen many sadhus like this, I don't want to meet him. I have seen many like this. And he said, no, he's a genuine, just go and meet. क्या बोला? एक line बोला, just go and meet him. And Prabhupada agreed. He arranged a meeting. And then he went Calcutta. That meeting place is still there. If you go, you can visit. Ultadanga place is there. They have created like a museum where Prabhupada sat and met his guru first time. And then this guru gave him the instructions to Srila Prabhupada preach to the Western world, to the English-speaking people. And then Prabhupada traveled all around the world. पूरी दुनिया का energy बदल गया. You see, billions and millions of devotees change. क्या किया? उसके फ्रेंड ने भागवतम क्लास नहीं दिया था. उसके फ्रेंड ने भगवत गीता क्लास पंडाल प्रोग्राम में बैठ के नहीं किया था. He just said one line and that changed everything. So when we think of helping others, when we think of benefiting others, doing some welfare work, don't think that we have to do some extraordinary work. यही करना पड़ेगा, मंदिर बना के ये करना पड़ेगा, कुछ नहीं. एक लाइन कभी किसी को बोल दिया, पूरी जिंदगी बदल देगा. I can tell about my own personal example, dear devotees. I was a student 2004, 2005, 21 years back. I was just in RMIT University in Melbourne. I was walking on Swanston Street. ऐसे ही एज ए स्टूडेंट आई वाज वर्किंग कमिंग फ्रॉम गुजरात. कुछ पता नहीं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में क्या हो रहा है. माय फर्स्ट ईयर इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया. एंड कृपा सिंधु प्रभु, he when I was walking, he was walking this side, I was walking this side, opposite direction. And being a new looking some other Indian, I just glanced on him and his eyes fell on me. And उन्होंने क्या किया? He came closer to me and said, are you from India? And I said, yes, I'm from India. बोले कहाँ से हो? I said, from Gujarat. बोले very nice. There is one temple here. आपको पता है कृष्णा का मंदिर है इधर? I said, no, I don't know. He said, in Albert Park here there is a temple. You can come sometimes. Actually, we need some help. हम free प्रसाद देते हैं. सब्जी काटने का जरूरत है. We need some service. We need some help to cut vegetables because they give free prasad. Can you come and help on weekend, Saturday? And being from Gujarat, being from a pious family with samskar of my parents, I said, yes, no problem, I will come and help. सेवा वैसे भी फ्री होते हैं, स्टूडेंट होते हैं, सैटरडे संडे कुछ काम नहीं होता. He didn't give me slokas of Bhagavad Gita. He did not mention any sloka of Bhagavatam. कुछ नहीं बोला. बोले, can you come and help, cut some vegetables? And I said, no problem, I will come. नेक्स्ट डे मैं गया, उन्होंने एड्रेस दिया, नंबर लिया मेरा. आई वेंट टू द टेम्पल, आई वाज कटिंग वेजिटेबल्स एंड द वे ही वाज टॉकिंग सो नाइसली, ही सेड, ओह यू आर कटिंग द वेजिटेबल्स सो परफेक्टली, इतनी अच्छे से काटते हो. एंड देन फाइनली द सब्जी वाज मेड, द ऑफरिंग वाज डन टू द लॉर्ड एंड देन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू द डिवोटीज एंड वी टेस्टेड. He tasted and he said, oh, the sabji is perfect because you came, you helped, you chopped the vegetables so nicely. कुछ इसमें कुछ श्लोक का नहीं आता, इसमें कुछ भागवतम स्टोरीज भी नहीं आता. एंड ही सेड, वेरी गुड, कैन यू कम नेक्स्ट वीक आल्सो? एंड आई सेड, नो प्रॉब्लम, आई विल कम. बस ऐसे ही नेक्स्ट वीक आई वेंट एंड देन अगर उस टाइम पे स्वानस्टन स्ट्रीट पे 2005 में उन्होंने मुझे बोला होता, हे you have to give Bhagavatam class every morning 6:30 to 7 Monday to Friday. You have to chant 16 rounds, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit relationship, no gambling, the onion garlic नहीं खाना है, चाय नहीं पीनी है, make sure you do that, then you come. अगर ऐसा बोलेंगे तो कोई जाएगा क्या? मैं मंदिर जाऊंगा ही नहीं नेक्स्ट डे. But just one line we see in our Vaishnavas and our devotees life, for the welfare of others, we have to apply that. Just something simple can also work. एक लाइन बोल दिया. एंड देन आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट, माय पेरेंट्स केम टू मीट मी एंड मैं मंदिर जाता था. सेम थिंग, आई सेड, पेरेंट्स, आई एम आल्सो गोइंग टू टेंपल, यू वांट टू कम? दे आल्सो केम टू द टेंपल. वो भी टेंपल में आते हैं, सुनते हैं भगवत गीता, कीर्तन, प्रसाद, एवरीथिंग. माय फादर गॉट इंस्पायर्ड एंड दे वेंट बैक टू गुजरात and they built the temple. Aruna Mataji and many people have been to Gujarat. They built the temple. Oh, see, अगर वो कृपा सिंधु प्रभु ने मुझे बोला होता, जाओ ये करो, गुजरात में जाना है, मंदिर बनाना है, कौन करेगा? दूसरी बार आएगा ही नहीं. लेकिन just a simple thing, and this is what we have to understand from here. The secret of success is instead of thinking कि मुझे चैंटिंग अच्छा करना है, मुझे भागवतम पढ़ना है, मुझे गीता पढ़ना है, instead of that if we focus on helping others, यहाँ पे देखो परीक्षित महाराज इज आस्किंग थिंकिंग अबाउट अदर्स, पूछते हैं माइंड कैसे कंट्रोल करेंगे. इफ वी थिंक ऑफ हेल्पिंग अदर्स, अपना तो अपने आप हो जाएगा सॉल्यूशन. इफ वी हेल्प अदर्स टू चैंट नाइसली, we would be able to, our chanting will guaranteed improve. If we help others to teach, understand Bhagavad Gita, that we will automatically understand Bhagavad Gita. And now you know why I speak on Bhagavatam, because by helping others to understand Bhagavatam, understand the purpose of Srila Prabhupada, it will help me to understand the purpose of Srila Prabhupada. So when we think of helping others, and this is the secret of success, that you think of helping others and automatically you will be helped. आपका progress होगा. You help others to progress, and yourself, we will progress in bhakti. And this is the secret. 23.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat pranam. Shri Shuka uvacha Jitasano jitasvaso jitasango jitendriyaha sthule bhagavato rupe manasandharaye dhiya. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami answered, one should control this sitting posture, regulate the breathing process by the yogic pranayama, and thus control the mind and senses, and with intelligence apply the mind to the gross potencies of the Lord, called the Virat rupa.
Thank you. The gross potency of the Lord, the Virat Rupa. See, because the discussion is happening of Ashtanga Yoga. Abhi idhar bhi continuing. Sitting posture, breathing process, yogic pranayam, all this is mentioned. Because the discussion is happening about the Ashtanga Yoga. Because other sages are also present in the assembly. And Parikshit Maharaj's question was for the benefit of others. And that's why the theme continues. Sukadeva Goswami is also responding the query of Parikshit Maharaj. Sthule Bhagavato Rupe. Because the third line of the Sanskrit, if you read, Sthule Bhagavato Rupe. Sthule Bhagavato Rupe means the gross potencies of the Lord. Mana Sandharaya Didhiya. Mana, mind, Sandharaya Didhiya. So one should apply the mind to the gross potencies of the Lord, called the Virat Rupa. So there is सबके लिए है. देखो यहाँ पे जो sages हैं, some sages who can't think of the person form of the Lord, who can't meditate on the Paramatma form of the Lord, for them also there is a way given, which is to meditate on the Virat Rupa of the Lord. And this is the Prabhupada writes, is ye parpad mein, and this is the mercy of the Lord, that people who do not believe in things what they can't see, जो दिखता नहीं वो होता नहीं, उनके लिए भी विराट रूप का Krishna has arranged this विराट रूप meditation, so at least they can relate. कृष्णा ऐसा नहीं बोलते इन भगवत गीता, माई वे और हाईवे, मेरी सुनो मैं ये बोलता हूं, अदरवाइज देयर इज नो अदर वे. देयर इज नॉट वन सॉल्यूशन फॉर एवरीवन. एक ही बात नहीं है, सबके लिए अलग अलग है. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also, if you know, Krishna gives many options. Think of me always. If you can't think of me, then you work for me. If you can't work for me fully, then at least you work whatever you do, but give up your results. And if you can't give up your results, at least practice detachment. So many stages are there, and it is all inclusive. This bhakti process is all inclusive. And here Sukadeva Goswami is also saying same thing. ये नहीं कर सकते तो पर्सनल फॉर्म में नहीं कर सकते, परमात्मा में नहीं कर सकते तो विराट रूप में मेडिटेट करते हैं अष्टांग योगी. द नियोफाइट्स, इट इज recommended for the neophytes. So what is the learning point for us? Is this all inclusiveness of bhakti, all inclusiveness of the message of this bhakti yoga of Krishna and Sri Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Whoever we meet, हम मंदिर में होता है कई बार. I stay near to the temple. People meet their friend. आप 10-20 साल के बाद कोई कॉलेज का फ्रेंड मंदिर में दर्शन करने आ गया एंड प्रसाद ले रहा है ऊपर, एंड ए डिवोटी, जो इनिशिएटेड डिवोटी चैंट करता है, एंड देन ही कम्स. My friend, how are you? Seeing you after 10 years. बहुत अच्छा लगा. You should come to the temple regularly. It's good. You are in Maya if you don't come to the temple. This material world is Dukhalaya, Masashvatam. You should chant 16 rounds every day. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit relationship, no gambling, 4 rounds. And Bhagavad, Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. Bhagavatam को रोज पढ़ना चाहिए. Sense gratification नहीं करना चाहिए. 10 years of full knowledge he will give in 5 minutes to that person who came with his family, wife, बच्चे को लेके मंदिर सिर्फ दर्शन करने आया है. उसको पूरा झाड़ पूरा दे दिया. क्या होगा? वो पर्सन भक्त बनेगा. वो पर्सन दूसरी बार आएगा ही नहीं मंदिर. यार थोड़ा शांति के लिए गया था मंदिर. उसने पूरा. So sometimes, of course, the solution is there, but there is not one. यही करो तो ही होगा, otherwise कुछ नहीं होगा. And some people, Srila Prabhupada, very expert. You see, some people love food. तो डिलीशियस प्रसादम. वी डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग. इनको प्रसाद अच्छा लगता है, सिर्फ प्रसाद देना है बस. दैट्स इट. एंड इट विल डू द थिंग. वी इनवाइट देम टू टेंपल. मंदिर में फ्री प्रसाद होता है. सैटरडे संडे फीस्ट होता है. यू कम एंड एक्सेप्ट free food. The taste of the food, the person is a foodie, the deliciousness of the prasadam, and that will just attract the person. बाकी सब छोड़ देने का, वो अपने आप करेगा. Some people like music. किसी को म्यूजिक में पसंद है. Then the kirtan is happening very beautiful in the temple. We can invite. गौरा आरती होता है सुबह 7 o'clock. आरती होता है. You can come and participate in kirtan. Some people love to dance. They are men of action. They are lions. Okay, come for Harinam. You can do dance. Some people love philosophy. There is a Bhagavatam class. Bhagavad Gita lectures are happening. Some people love good company. Some people love service. किसी को सेवा भावी लोग होते हैं. उनको सेवा करना अच्छा लगता है. Then they can come and help in the service. Some people अच्छे अच्छे लोगों से मिलना बातें करना अच्छा लगता है. I can tell about myself. The thing that attracted me to temple or this bhakti yoga process is people are nice. People are genuine. They are. बाहर की दुनिया में ऐसे अच्छे लोग नहीं मिलते. दे आर दिखावा है, घमंड है, प्राइड है, चीटिंग है. बट एटलीस्ट विद इन डिवोटीज दैट अट्रैक्टेड मी. मुझे फिलोसॉफी, भगवत गीता, भागवतम, म्यूजिक में मुझे इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा नहीं है. फिलोसॉफी में मुझे ज्यादा पता नहीं चलता. फूड, that was not one of the main attraction for me. और but good people, that was mine. मंदिर जाता हूँ, अच्छे लोगों से मिलता हूँ, अच्छे लोगों से बातें करता हूँ. I am surrounded by good people, and then just by staying along with them, it just helped me to progress in bhakti. Srila Prabhupada was very expert in this. When he went to America, he saw that people love music. And he started doing kirtan. People danced and engaged everyone in kirtan and dancing. And just by that, Prabhupada writes here, last line of the purport, Prabhupada writes, as soon as the potencies are understood to be instrumental manifestations of the transcendence, one automatically advances to the next step. And gradually, the stage of full realization becomes possible. Last sentence of the Purport Prabhupada writes, हमें सिर्फ टेस्ट देना है. उनको सिर्फ टेस्ट देगा. टेस्ट will develop and gradually they will progress to the ultimate aim. उसके बाद हो ही जाएगा. Slowly. Otherwise if you tell them, किसी को डांसिंग पसंद है, इसको बोलेंगे कि भाई 16 राउंड चैंट करना है, एक राउंड करना भी पॉसिबल नहीं होगा. But we just give them what they want. We have to be ऑडियंस कॉन्शियसनेस. हम किससे बात कर रहे हैं, उसका लेवल क्या है. हमारे लेवल पे बात नहीं करना. हम क्या करते हैं वो इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं देना है. वो किस लेवल पे है उसका इंस्ट्रक्शन. समटाइम्स यू सी, अगर कृपा सिंधु प्रभु ने मुझे नहीं बोला होता कि आर यू फ्रॉम इंडिया, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स डियर डिवोटीज यू रिफ्लेक्ट व्हेन यू आर पासिंग इन द शॉपिंग सेंटर, ऑन द स्ट्रीट, इन बेंडिगो और इन मेलबर्न और एनीवेयर. हम कितनी बार किसको बोलते हैं कि यहाँ पे मंदिर है. लेकिन एक लाइन बोलने का क्या होता है. प्रभुपाद की लाइफ में भी देखो, और आई कैन टेल अबाउट माय लाइफ आल्सो. एटलीस्ट आई एम एबल टू डू दिस services. Just one line, we can reflect on our own life. How many people we pass on the street and we don't even talk to them, don't even say, are you from India, सेवा का जरूरत है क्या, आ सकते हो. एक लाइन पूरा बदल देता. चलो फटाफट पढ़ लेते हैं 24.
Hare Krishna. Text 24. Okay. विशेषस्तस्य देहोऽयं स्थविष्टश्च स्थिवीयसाम् यत्रेदं व्यजते विश्वं भूतं भव्यं भवच्च सत्. हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्ण. प्रभात की जय. This gigantic manifestation of the phenomenal material world as a whole is the personal body of the absolute truth, wherein the universal result and past, present, and future of material time is experienced.
Thank you. So this gigantic manifestation of the phenomenal material world. From now till the last verse of this chapter, this Virat Rup will be mentioned, how one can meditate. For the neophytes, for the attached yogis, this Virat Rup is mentioned. Prabhupada writes in the purport that the asuras do not accept the evidential proof from the revealed scriptures. शास्त्रों में जो भगवान के रूप में बारे में पर्सनल फॉर्म के बारे में जो बताया गया है, जो असुर लोग होते हैं वो मानते नहीं है. That people, they do not even recognize the authorities of great acharya. शास्त्रों का नहीं मानते जो बताया गया है भगवान के बारे में. जो ग्रेट वैष्णव आचार्य है वो बताते हैं, उनका भी नहीं मानते. And what do they want? Those people want to see their eyes. मेरी आंखों से मैं देखूंगा तभी मानूंगा. And therefore, so that at least they can see this gigantic body of the Lord as Virat Rup, and at least that will answer their challenge. And that's why this Virat Rup is mentioned. Prabhupada gives the example in the purport that just like the sun is localized, the sun is there, but sun is expanded everywhere in the form of the rays of the sun, and sun rays are non-different than the sun. In the same way, Lord is in his abode, and the energy of the Lord is distributed everywhere. This, I think, last line of the verse, purport, last slide of the purport, Prabhupada mentions, this is a favor of all merciful Lord to the atheist and gross materialist. जो एथीस्ट लोग होते हैं, ग्रॉस मटेरियलिस्ट हो गए, एटलीस्ट वो देख सकते हैं. जैसे आईलिड है, आईलिड इज ब्लिंकिंग, सो आईलिड इज कंपेयर्ड टू डे एंड नाइट. और आई बॉल ऑफ द लॉर्ड इज लाइक अ सन. ऐसे कंपैरिजन दिया गया है. द ट्री, द माउंटेन, द रिवर, एटलीस्ट जो दिखता है. जॉज ऑफ टीथ, जो जॉज भगवान का होता है वो यमराज है. जैसे इट विल destroy everything. So like this we'll see from our next session to the end of this chapter. Whole Virat Rup description is given. ठीक है. All right, we'll stop at 24. We'll start at 25. Time भागता रहता है. When will that day come? We can discuss Bhagavatam for a long time. One request, dear devotees. Tomorrow is Good Friday, public holiday. What I want, just an idea, and you can all say, what I want is, instead of doing Bhagavatam study, we all will chant 16 rounds, 5 to 7. All of us, full 16 rounds together. मैं देखता हूँ अपने ग्रुप में, people put the scores at 11 o'clock at night. Some people are finishing chanting in the evening. I want, because Sastrical study includes Seva, Sadhana and Sadachar. So Seva, I invite everyone. Sunday morning breakfast service we do in the temple. Whoever is available can come. That is Seva part. Sadhana, we will do our chanting. And Sadachar, behavior towards Vaishnava devotees, we will do it in, of course, we do every day with other devotees, but especially in our Naimisharanya Yatra, where we are all together. So Sastrical study involves Seva, Sadhana and Sadachar. So Sadhana part, I want everyone tomorrow, 5 to 7 we'll log in. Whoever can join. Some of us 6 to 7 or at least 6:30 to 7. But finish 16 rounds in the morning and you will see the good sadhana has very good taste. Maza aayega. So is that okay, dear devotees? We'll skip studies tomorrow just because it's holiday and public holiday है. 5 से 7 chanting करके फिर सो जाओ आराम से. पूरा दिन सोते रहो. We have picnic anyway. But do whatever you want. But at least finish chanting and you will feel the empowerment of Krishna, connection with the Lord. I will share the link. Same link will be there. We will start 5 a.m. and by 7 a.m. we'll finish 16 rounds. We can continue if someone wants to share the realization. Do I have your permission for this exercise tomorrow?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, good. Anyone else? Only
Yes,
Pooja
Prabhuji, we are
Vithalani
available.
Mataji said yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, we are available.
Okay.
Yes,
You-
Prabhuji, we
Yes,
also
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Some of you already
Yes,
chanted.
yes, Prabhuji. Very good.
By the time we start at 5 a.m., Krishna Prabhu would have finished his chanting. Maybe Prabhu, you can do 32 tomorrow. Krishna Prabhu. And donate 16 to me as well, please. Okay, then we will continue this, because it will help us in understanding. Ye tattva aspect, tattva is a bit difficult to understand, but if we chant nicely 16 round in the morning, from Monday when we start again, it will be a bit easier to understand. For the benefit of everyone, we will continue from Monday. Tomorrow we'll just
Thank
chant.
you.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai,
Jai
Jagadguru
Srila
Srila
Prabhupada
Prabhupada
ki
ki
Jai
jai.
jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
everyone.
everyone.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.